and I can tell you it has been amazing. It changes everything. It's quiet.
In this video, we're going to talk about cooling my bedroom of my coach with a 12-volt DC air conditioner from Modspioneers. Now, in all transparency, they gave me this unit for review. They are not influencing my review, good or bad. So let's get started. First, let's talk about a little bit about 12-volt DC air conditioners. Number one, they cool, and they say they do a pretty good job. And we're going to find out later in the video how good of a job they really did. They use less energy. Again, we're going to try and prove that if we can come up with a good way to show that it uses less energy than a 120-volt system. Noise. They claim they're quieter, much quieter than the 120-volt systems. And installation. Is it easy, medium, or hard? And we'll get more into that. First of all, I need to give you a little bit of history about what I have in my unit. I have a 600 amp hour lithium battery bank. I have a Victron Multi+2 inverter, and I have a Linux distributor to hook up all my power to. Now, if I didn't have the battery bank, or I didn't have a robust 12-volt battery, this might have not worked out as well as it did. The nice thing about a 12-volt battery system is we don't have to convert any energy. We don't have to take 120 volts down to 12 volts. We can take 12 volts power and just power the air conditioner. And it works. We'll see. And in theory, which we'll yet to prove, it will use less power than a 120-volt AC system. And where that really helps out is when you get out into boondocking. And again, we'll cover that later on in the video. So the advantage of it is it uses less power, runs quieter, it's much lighter weight, physically weighs less, and the cooling efficiency is better because it uses less power to cool your coach. Let's start over on installation notes. Number one, this is a non-ducted system, which means you can't hook it up to your existing ductwork. It just dumps the cool air right into the space. There's no way to duct it. And that's not a bad thing. You just got to be aware of it. Number two, this really is set up for a van or a truck cab installation. So the bolts they send aren't long enough to fasten when you have an RV roof. So I had to get longer bolts. And just a note on that, I had to order them twice. The first time I ordered them from Amazon, I got the right size threads, but the wrong pitch. Just lesson learned. So I had to order them twice. It was really no big deal because I sent the other ones back, but you need to make sure you order the right bolts. Don't be a chuck. The other thing is, since the roof is thicker than the bolts that came with, you have 4 bolts that anchor it to the brackets, and I ordered them too long, which was okay. And then you have 4 bolts that that cover the faceplate when you put the faceplate on, and it's really no big deal getting those too long and cutting them off and making them the right size. It's just part of the installation process. This has a lower profile. It does not stick up nearly as high as my other 120-volt AC unit. So it goes down the road, but with a smaller profile, not as tall. It's more aerodynamically created, and so it works, and it's easy to handle up on the road. Wiring. Now, wiring, I'm going to say, is a little bit of a challenge. And if you're don't feel comfortable wiring, then you might want to have a second thought. In my case, I had to drill a hole in the roof, and my wiring was the wiring they sent was not long enough. I needed an additional couple feet. So I have a junction box on my roof, and in that junction box, I have some studs, and I basically took the line coming out of the air conditioner to the box, and then I to the bolts, and then I fastened it, and then the additional wire I attached it and ran it down to my battery bank. So, and in my case, I hooked it up to a Victron Linux distributor, and it worked out great. That's where I put my fuse, and no problems. I mean, and it's a nice, clean installation. I did have to routed the wires back behind my cabinet, or in my wardrobe cabinet in the bedroom, so you really can't see the wires. Now you can see a little spot in the ceiling, and we'll show you that, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix that too. Now I will say, if you don't feel comfortable drilling a hole in your roof, or you don't feel comfortable attaching it to a battery bank or to a Linux distributor or to a wiring block or whatever, maybe this is a case where you just might want to have an RV to help you with the wiring part and drilling the hole and routing the wires. Otherwise, it's a DIY project, and I'd say the wiring part's the toughest, and I only give it a 5 or a 6 in difficulty. It's just getting the courage to drill a hole in the roof. Now, noise. Now this is one of the most interesting things about this unit. It's quiet. It's so much quieter than the 120 volt system, and one of the reasons is because it's 12 volt DC, so it powers up slowly. The fan comes on, the compressor comes on, and it is able to kind of soft start, I guess you'd call it. Where my 12 volt system, the 120 volt AC system, which has to be hooked up to shore power to run, or should be, it slams when it starts, and it's noisy. So now, and we can lay in bed and watch TV with this unit going. We put on eco mode, and the fan just goes softly and providing cool air, and makes the front of our Grand Design LDE 23 very, very comfortable. Cooling. Here's the really neat thing about it. This 12 volt DC system drops the air temperature about 20 degrees, 20 or 21. It really does the exact same thing as my 120 volt system. So as far as cooling efficiency, it works, and it cools. It runs, takes less power to cool. Now, the one thing I will say, it does not have the cooling BTU capacity that the 120 volt system is, but in my case, I'm trying to just cool my bedroom, and it did it. Now we're going to show you the energy usage on the Victron app. Now, where that comes into play, when you're boondocking. When you're boondocking and you need air conditioning, you have really 2 ways to get air conditioning. Well, maybe 3. Number 1, you got a generator. You can run a generator. And if you got a big enough generator, you can run a 120 volt AC air conditioner. Or in my case, I can run my 12 volt DC air conditioner off my battery bank. And it will run a considerable amount of time. Victron inverter, or I'm sorry, the Victron Multi+2 inverter. So I can run my 120 volt air conditioner, but I can't run it very long. Less energy, uses less energy, does not quite provide the cooling power, but it works for the bedroom. So recap, if you're wanting to add some supplemental air conditioning to your coach, to your bedroom, in my case, this is the way to go. It's relatively inexpensive. It hooks up to 12 volt batteries if you got a battery bank, and it doesn't take much of a battery bank to run it. And the installation is not too difficult. Again, it's just getting over the fact that you got to make a hole in the roof and run the power lines down. That's the biggest hurdle. So, would I buy it again? Absolutely. Would I install it again myself? Absolutely. I'm 67 years old. I got it put in. I had my neighbor help me put it up on the roof, and that's the only help I had. You will run into some installation challenges, minor, very minor, just because every RV is different, every roof system is different. The way you're going to run your power to it is going to be different. So it's not a cookie cutter installation. You're going to have to work through it and work through some design problems, and you may have to get some additional parts that they don't send you. And again, I would buy it. I would put this in a minute. If I ever get another RV and the bedroom isn't cool, that's what I'm going with. I'm going with a 12-volt DC system. All right, I think that'll wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for watching. And if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. And if you if you like this video, please subscribe. It sure would help the channel. Hey, until we meet around the campfire, y'all take care now. Bye-bye.